right. And welcome everyone to yet another Dad Hat Chronicle Sports Show. My name is Ed, and I got these wonderful people. One of them decided to show up at the very last second, literally very last second. How you doing, Mr. Prospector? I don't know if it was you or not. I don't know who it was. But anyways, gentlemen, again, like my name is the Dad Hat. With me, I got these wonderful gentlemen, my co-host, the mayor, the prospector, and the influencer. Gentlemen, how are we doing today?
Doing good.
Doing okay?
Wow. Okay, Mayor. We're good.
We're good.
Well, what was that? Like, I mean, that was just like, that was so like, you're okay. We're all right. We're okay here.
Oh, I am.
It's like Eeyore.
Right.
So I literally had an hour sleep.
Anyway.
I literally had an hour's sleep this morning. I got up yesterday, worked all day, got home at 8 o'clock this morning, got up about 9:15. Went to the gym, went to Rhonda's office, went to lunch, and then ended up having to work again on the same job we worked on last night for a little while.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with you then. How you doing today? What are we wearing? What are we drinking? Talk to me, my friend. Talk to me.
I'm doing good. I had a good couple of games last week with Virgil in town and Glenn Weiger.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Florence
Weiger.
Flamingos. Weiger.
Yep.
Yes. I'm drawing a blank. I'm so tired. We had a fantastic time. What I'm wearing is I figured I'd break out one of my Vegas hats, the Vegas A's green-ish hat, one of my Ross finds from last year.
Love it.
Val's always got her Vegas
that
hats.
one.
Figured I
have that one.
Yeah.
Is that a 940 or a 920?
Yeah. It's the snapback. So
okay,
yeah,
that's a 940. Okay.
Yeah. And so anyway, I put this on, and then Virgil told me I had to wear this jersey that I picked up at the Flamingos. I was gonna get it, and then I decided not to get it. Rhonda went to the merch store and showed it to her, and I was like, "You want to get this for me?" And she's like, "Just get it." So rocking the PD Pecans.
Okay. The pecan. I mean, that's a nice little jersey, though.
Yeah, even got my number.
23. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So I had to get this, and Virgil's like, "Well, you got to wear that on the show Tuesday." So Virgil, that's for you.
And he just said, "Good evening, guys." So there you go.
And what I'm drinking is compliments of the Prospector there. One of the Aviator purchases, the Black Mamba
oatmeal stout. There it is. Okay. All right.
It's feeling like a dark beer before I crash after the show.
Bro, I think we're all crashing after this. Like, I was just telling Eric, I was like, dude, I'm sorry I haven't been really talking too much on our thread lately. It's just, for a lot of you that don't know, I'm switching jobs, going from one company to another. And this week they are using and abusing me, right before I have to leave. So I was like, all right, it's nonstop. So I'm even clocking in early just so I can get some work done. So
that's a very progressive approach by them.
Very progressive. Ooh, good job. I can no longer, claim that I'm a progressive employee. Well, actually, I still can until Friday. Right. So, all right. But Eric, my friend, what are you wearing? What are you drinking? You're probably drinking water because you're driving, most likely.
Correct. Yeah. So I'm at my son's ball game.
What's the score? Talk to us.
It's 1-0. They just started the second game where I had 1-0. We lost the first game 6-5. But I'm wearing the Wind Surge giveaway hat that has the gold lettering on white. It's kind of hard to see because the sun's right behind me. But you're correct. Yes, I have my water today, and I have my Rickwood shirt that I got a couple years ago.
I love it.
I love that shirt. Hi to us.
It is, yes.
Hi.
Pineapple. Actually, it's Hawaii because there's a Hawaiian Islands, but same thing, yes.
All I see is OH.
Got it.
IO. All right. Mr. Prospector, how are you two doing, my friend?
I'm doing okay. Good. Glad to be on with you guys tonight.
All right, listen, time out. We can't be having like this low energy from everybody.
I was going to say, Donnie needs to wake up. He can go to sleep after the show. And
exactly.
Yeah.
This is like that Seinfeld episode with the low flow shower heads. Like,
what is going on, man?
No, I said I was doing my best, Eric Prophet. I'm doing okay. you know. And
Because you're like, I'm okay.
whatever, you
He
know.
comes in here like the NASCAR race or the
Right
Kentucky
at the very
Derby,
end.
like photo finish right there as we get started, and then it's just like,
Hey,
I'm
guys.
I'm doing okay.
Hey guys, let me land. Let me land.
Bring it
Hi,
home here. Bring it
Shannon.
home.
Let me land. No,
Mrs. Employer said, "What up? What up?"
She's right over.
well then,
Cover the plate. Come on.
I guess I need to do my best Eric Prophet impression of me.
She's sitting
Hey guys,
right
how's
over
it going?
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah. So yeah. Tonight I am wearing the. Speaking of OH,
Akron, baby. Let's go.
OH.
IO.
There we go. We got the Akron White French. So rocking that tonight. And then tonight I'm sticking with water tonight. So
Good for you. Good for
yeah,
you.
I'm trying to drink
Is
more
that a
water.
pink
And
bottle?
you what?
Is that a pink bottle?
Yes, sir. You know
Favorite
my
color?
favorite
Good man. Good
You
man.
know my favorite color is pink.
I don't.
So-
I look, bro. I will rock a pink shirt. I do not care.
Dude, I love pink. So you'll see me in
Okay
pink
with
hoodie. You'll see me in pink hoodies. Like I won't even lie. So
I mean, I'm wearing a hot pink Whoop band tonight. So I mean, come on now, bro. I don't really.
well,
I'm
you
all
know,
about it.
they say real men wear pink anyway, right? So
All right,
let's
baby.
rock.
That's right.
Let's
All
rock.
right. As far as me is concerned, I don't know why I'm wearing Cleveland stuff because they're tied against the Detroit Tigers right now, 7-7. But whatever. They had bases loaded 2 out, and David Fry, all-star by the way, hits a fly out. But it's okay. It's all right. We're still in first place. No big deal. I am drinking. This is a New Era 920, by the way. Very comfortable 920. Went by wearing it with my glasses, because like with the 47s, while I love them, like they're like super hardcore tight, and then sometimes you just can't wear them with them. So but I am drinking Mango Cart, baby.
Yes,
Mango
sir.
Cart. Mango
Yes,
Cart
sir.
with a little bit of water. So
There we go. Staying hydrated.
gentlemen, I have a whole bunch of questions that I want to ask for you guys today. Baseball related, sports related, not sports related. You know what I mean? Because I just wanted to switch it up a little bit here with you guys.
By the way, Ed, how are you doing? Didn't even ask how you were doing.
Baby, I'm living the dream, brother. I'm good.
Man, I love it. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. I'm
now
happy,
he's got
man.
a shot of energy.
That's, you know what I'm saying? There it is. That's what it
Here
is.
we go.
Ed's never not full of energy. I mean, he
No,
makes every day his
bro.
bitch.
I make every day my bitch. By
Bro.
the way, today, on this day, but what happens? Boston Red Sox purchased a contract of not only, a little Hall of Famer, Babe Ruth, from a minor league team, Baltimore Orioles at that time. Yeah, I'm just saying.
Sir. Yes, sir. The more you know.
Hey, because it's the more you know. All right, so listen, All-Star Home Run Derby is set, right? I think for the most part, we got the players. I want to get you guys' thoughts on this because I'm very excited. I know Eric's excited for the fact that my boy Ramirez is on it.
Disgusting. Go home. Nobody
Let's
wants you
go, baby.
With
going
Witt
against
and
his boy,
Bone there, I
Bobby
don't
Witt
need you. I don't need
Jr.
him there.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Eric's diatribe about I don't know which one I'm gonna go for. Bobby Witt plays for the Royals and I root for the Royals. And then there's Alec Boehm. He goes Wichita State. I've been to Wichita State games, went to Wichita State, and saw them and then so I can't wait to hear his analysis of of who he's gonna root for.
Go ahead, because the polar man is he's in it. The polar bear. All right, so we got him.
Big Bear?
Huh?
The polar bear. You talking about Ozuna?
No. Although Marcelo Ozuna is also
Big Bear's in it too.
A lot of people don't like that he's in.
Why Marcelo? Why?
Because his off the field stuff from a while back.
Yeah, I get that. Henderson is also in it, so let's go. You know what I mean? What's up, Lynn? Go, but no, don't. No, we don't need that from Lynn tonight. We don't need that from that. That's just all that negativity. We're gonna leave it out, okay? Phil, calm down. He's not gonna
already
win.
calling Ozuna. Okay.
I love that. Yeah, I think it's great though, right? They were talking about it, and I don't know if you guys saw this. That there's a really big number of first-time All-Star players on, like, it's like ridiculous number, right? Like it's awesome though, right?
Like
At the fact
19 or
that like
something? Is it 19 or something like that?
19 or 20 or something like that,
20, yeah.
21. I want to say the like first time, and then like 15 that are 2 times all-star. So that's amazing. That means it's like for as much as we want to knock on the team on Major League Baseball, right? Like they're doing something right. Let me not give them too much credit, because then tomorrow, you know how this goes. They'll say something stupid.
It's
then
32 actually.
32. There you go.
First time All-Stars.
Oh, wow,
I had to look
okay.
that up. I didn't know that. I had to look it up.
See, I was way off. I said 21.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was under 20. Maybe that was just because I'm on week old news or something.
According to ESPN, from
Look at this boy. Look at that boy. Look at him.
Woo!
Speed racer.
I know, right? Just in time for him to go to bed. As soon as he gets home, he's gonna crash.
But to your point, I think you were going with it, is like with all the change that Major League Baseball's got. It's like this is we're kind of in one of those transition eras. We had so many home like everyday names, like people that just knew these named players, and most of those guys have just they're out now. They're either some of the big name pitchers are not, they're injured, they're out, whatever.
Cole is injured now. What's his name from the Dodgers is out too.
But you just don't have a lot of, Trout's out. You got Shohei's not doing anything but DH, and so you don't hear much about him other than that.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's like a new crop of guys. It's really shuffled around, and there's just not, like I've seen some of these old clips online the last few weeks about previous All-Star games, and you look at those lineups and you're like, my God, that's like,
dude, they were doing the 99
Hall of Famer,
All-Star.
Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, and there's not any of those kind of guys in baseball right now.
Dude, they were doing a 99 All-Star, like with the Cleveland Indians. Holy Jesus!
There's like 4 teams that had the entire lineup or something like that. It's crazy.
What? What's up, Val?
What's up, Val? And
Wow.
And another interesting stat is that there's no All-Star this year that has double-digit All-Star appearances. Salvador Perez has 9. Altuve has 9. And then I think they said, I think those are the only 2. They've got 9 selections, including this year. So no double-digit All-Star appearances for any player this year in the All-Star game. Which,
how wild is that?
Well, we're used to those very names that the mayor was just talking about. And, and those guys habitually, you'd have guys with, 11 or 12 All-Star selections at least. And then this year, it's kind of interesting that you don't have anyone that has, at least they have multiple All-Star appearances, but not double digits. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
You do bring up a great point, Donnie. We are in a transitional period in baseball right now, right? Like, it's like crazy how like we're in this time. It's like, obviously we're all around the same age, right? And we remember all these big names that are no longer there. And now we got to get used to these kids that are playing there, which, by the way, they're playing. Listen, the crop of people that players that are playing right now, these guys are like athletes. They're not just baseball players. They are athletes. Like, what they are doing on the field is amazing.
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz could stand to do a little bit more, but other than that,
oh, Jesus.
Dude. Did y'all see that steal on the catcher yesterday?
Like he started stealing when the catcher caught the ball and he still swiped the base.
Yeah, he's like, he goes with, as soon as he went to throw the ball back to the pitcher, he took off. I'm like, I've never seen that. That dude is always thinking differently.
The last time was Ricky Henderson that did something crazy like that.
Yeah. I love that guy, man. He plays with so much intensity.
He does.
And too bad they're going to trade him.
Hey, it does suck for Cincinnati, but he's gonna end up in a big market somewhere.
It's just like what happened with Lindor. We knew that eventually he was gonna leave.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ellie De La Cruz. You know what I mean?
Donnie's getting his jersey guy to save him an Ellie De La Cruz Yankees jersey in a few years.
Hey,
he's like, I don't mind that.
I don't mind that.
Hell yeah, you would. What's up, Phil? Hot Dog Council on Instagram is having a national hot dog contest, a hot dog ambassador contest. All right. Okay, I like it. All-Star foods dropped today, including a 2-foot Frito pie dog. Oh,
dang.
Very interesting on that. I like Fritos. Walking tacos, which, by the way, we'll tell you about the end of the episode, but So
I had a
we-
walking taco in Ohio for the first time ever. And I was like, what is a walking taco? And she explained it to me. I'm like, I'll take that.
how many of those did you take with you?
Just one. I was at the airport, but I'd never heard of it. So I'll let you finish that later.
What
but
did you eat? What was it though?
It was like a bag of Fritos.
Yeah, okay, so you got the Fritos.
Yeah, the bag of Fritos with the meat and the cheese and the lettuce and tomato and all that just in the bag.
Sour cream.
Yeah, sour cream and everything. You just sitting there at the gate. Just
a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yep, it is. That's awesome.
You
I was
can
like,
do
what in
Fritos,
the world is this?
you can do. Oh, I love Doritos. Oh, walking tacos. Those are my favorite right there. You crush it up a little bit, and then you put all that. Oh my god,
man, that's loco. That's loco.
That's what Locos Tacos, man. Remember those? All those things are amazing.
That was the stuff, man.
So we love food around here, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Walking taco is a popular item at LB Ballpark. Can't wait for y'all to try end of September. That's right. Las Vegas does have a walkie taco, and also I'll say it now. We did interview a certain somebody from a certain ballpark that has to do with some of that as well. So just you know, yeah, Val and I. So just keep it. Just stay tuned, baby. Stay tuned.
Val, are you getting us in a suite?
Hey, September, you know, national holiday because it's Ed's birthday. It's a national holiday, and AAA championship. Let's go, Val. Let's see what we can do.
Is Ed going to the LV?
As of right now, it's a go.
Boom.
And she going to introduce us to the head chef?
Chef G, baby. That's right. So let's go. All right. So we like the home run derby, the new format, right? Like, I mean, the new format. It's a plus for everybody as far as like, you know, what we like.
And a lot of new blood there too.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
Papa's Locas said Paso Chihuahua's Ballpark, kettle chips topped with soy sauce, lemon juice, and Valentine's hot sauce.
Ooh.
Phil, I need you to stop. I need you to stop.
Between Val and Phil, man, I just like we just ate breakfast for dinner, and there's nothing better than breakfast for dinner.
Oh, it's so
good.
But
all this food, I'm like, I just like.
Oh, wait a minute, that's my guy Easton.
Hey,
Hi,
Easton.
Hey, buddy.
Easton is
hey, buddy.
Easton is. You can tell that he is loving life right now.
Yep.
Look at him.
And that's an all-star right there.
There he is, a future all-star, MLB all-star right there.
There he is.
All right, so buddy. But we like the all-star home run derby. We like the new blood. We like the fact that, like, you know, where the all-star game is going to have a lot of brand new players. So we're all going to be watching it. And I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't. Does the championship whoever is the home is going to be decided with the all-star game or no?
I don't think they still do that, do they? The home field advantage? I don't believe so.
No, I think they took that away.
Yeah,
they should bring it back. They should bring it back. I'm sorry. Shannon's like, I told you I brought the energy. My 3-year-old. Hey, I get it.
Oh.
My wife just got mad at me because you know, I wound up our daughter right before bedtime, and it was her night tonight. So I
have not seen the chain for the winner.
No, I've not seen the chain yet.
I have not.
Yeah, I saw it.
All right, talk to us, Eric.
Well, don't be so excited telling us about it.
Right?
No, man. I mean, you know, it's not normal chain.
Yeah, I saw it.
Like, simmer down a little bit.
Yeah, calm down, bro.
I'm going with Patrick's energy here.
Is it like the University of Miami defensive chain?
Not quite like that, but I mean, it's similar to all those. Because the Miami is like really big, but this one's not quite as big. But they're all about the same.
Let me ask you, out of all of the props for Major League Baseball, obviously we know that the Minnesota one was the worst one so far. I mean, that thing was just gross. It was nasty. It should have never happened. But which ones do you guys like the best? Like, I mean, because there's some good props out there for like, you know, celebration for Major League Baseball. Which one is your favorite one so far?
The Blue Jays home run jacket. Not that they've been able to put it on too many times this year.
I don't think I've seen that one.
You haven't seen the Blue Jays home run jacket?
Yeah, I've seen that one. All blue with the names in the back.
Yeah.
They haven't hit any home runs, like you said, so that's why you haven't seen it.
So you can't see it. Exactly.
You can't insult them if I've already done it, Eric.
Yeah, right. It's already taken.
It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work.
I was agreeing with you.
I'd I'd also have to watch a Blue Jays game to see it. So
You're a
Got
Yankee
it.
fan. You watch those
Dang.
with the damn. That's
Dang.
Oh,
I actually didn't get to see those games.
Patrick. What did you do to these two tonight?
I don't know. I did something though.
I agree with
Golly.
Phil.
We do need a corporate media chain.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll see what we can
Man.
do with that.
CBM
You know which was my
King.
favorite though? The Trident from Seattle.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty
You're
good.
all-
That's
By the
a
way,
good
I
one.
just looked up the home run
I just-
derby champ
I like that.
chain.
Need a chain.
Not a fan because it looks too much like a Dallas Cowboys star.
Again, I like that one, Lynn. The
It's-
samurai helmet. However, they need to hit home runs in order for the world to see it. The samurai helmet is pretty cool, though.
Yeah, that one is.
Patrick, the game's literally across the street from where the Cowboys play, so that's why it looks like that.
I don't care. It can be in the stadium. I still don't want to see the Dallas Cowboys star.
100%.
Could you imagine how many baseballs would hit that scoreboard?
Ding, ding.
Listen. I'd love to see them light up Jerry's World.
Oh. We're not even at football yet, although we're pretty close, guys, to football season.
Yeah.
I was just
we're-
thinking about that. I'm ready for that. Do our
So
picks
am I.
again.
I'm not gonna lie. So am I. Although you know what, there's a sport that I've been getting into a lot more and more and more. Formula One.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Formula One and IndyCar.
He's a Lewis Hamilton guy, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
Max Verstappen.
God, I can't stand them.
Well, you know, Formula One's gonna be out there in Vegas like right after y'all go out.
I
there.
know, dude. I am a McLaren fan.
Okay.
Okay.
It's gonna be happy birthday to Ed. Hey, honey.
McLaren. Yeah.
Not only am I going to the AAA All-Star game, I'm staying out here for F1 as well.
All
By
right.
the way, you know,
Look,
it only
dude,
makes
you
sense since
can't
I'm already
afford
out
it
here.
though. You can't afford it. Those tickets are ridiculously stupid expensive.
It's a mess out there because we went last December and they still had some stuff like blocking, like you couldn't even see the Bellagio fountain from right outside because they still had a lot of stuff up. So I don't really like that they have all that kind of blocking the way.
But the fact that they do, like, you know, they're using the strip for, like, you know, that's pretty cool though for the
Right.
for the racing. That's pretty badass. You know what I mean? They have spent so much money, dude. That F1 is just like printing money. You know what I mean? So I'm all for that. All for it.
I'm sure Val would just be able to get a suite for it if she wanted it.
Of course.
Dude, for F1, I highly doubt anybody can get anything at this point. These things are going like years in advance.
Never underestimate Val.
I will never underestimate our wonderful friend Val. So, what is a sport that besides football and baseball that you guys are getting into lately?
I know this is going to shock
Well-
everyone, but European football. Whew.
Yeah, I know that.
What a beautiful game.
You're what? You're Chelsea, right?
I'm a Chelsea supporter.
Yeah, you're a Chelsea
Come
supporter.
on,
I
you
knew that.
Blues. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's hockey for me and for Mrs. Mayer. We've just dived all into the checkers. I'm ready to really get into the NHL. Start following some more of that.
You should become a Hurricanes fan since you know. Since
No, we're staying with our Panthers family. We got the Ghost Pirates, the Checkers, and the Panthers. So
Well, I mean, you know, there's always a spot in Orange County for you, Mr. Mayor.
you know that they hold a soft spot in my heart right now. You know that.
hey, those
Yeah.
retros. I mean, like the Whalers, the Anaheim Ducks. Those are some.
Well, the
cool
Anaheim
logos. I'm
Ducks
not-
they just brought back some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're duck back. So I mean, I'm all happy with
And-
that.
Yeah, and can we please celebrate that New Era has a deal with the NHL again?
I'm so happy for that.
It's about time. No
'Cause
more
Adidas-
Fanatics hats.
Adidas sucked.
Yeah,
You know, Fanatics sucked.
yeah. It's really bad when Adidas hats were as bad as the Fanatics hats.
You know what I mean? It's horrible. The
I
HL
mean-
team out here is incredible. Arena they share with the IFL team here. That's nice.
Cool.
Okay, I like it. We have the Carolina Hurricanes here. Obviously, we already told that I'm a Ducks fan. Always been since like the Mighty Duck movies. You know what I'm saying? So you couldn't just say no to that. What about you, Eric? What's a sport that you're getting into that's not football or baseball?
The only thing I watch outside of that is college basketball. Otherwise, I'm not into anything else.
Really?
Rock chalk.
Go Sharks.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't.
Rock chalk.
outside of college football, college basketball, NFL, and baseball, that's about it.
I've actually, Zach, I have been to the Charlotte Motor Speedway for an all-star NASCAR race. And let me tell you, if you want to go sit there and just people watch, that is the sport to watch. Right there. In person, NASCAR, it is by far one of the craziest people watching I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Shadow's like, oh, Eric, you like softball too?
That's true. Yeah, the women's NCAA.
Oh, they're no joke though, dude.
In Oklahoma City, stuff. And then pro as well. They just had the Athletes Unlimited Pro down here in Wichita a month or so ago. So I guess that is true. So yeah, I would say softball is. I'm pretty big into that. Love watching the regionals, super regionals, and the College World Series on TV.
I was getting ready to say, I love Phil's comment. I love all that video. Those people slapping. That is hilarious,
bro. They knock each other out. That's right. That is no joke, though, man. That's concussion city, though. You know what I'm saying?
And then going back to the previous iteration of the Dad Hat Chronicles, Ed, are we still into curling?
Bro, hell yeah,
bro.
Curling
love it.
Awesome. I love curling. Curling is listen, during the Olympics, there's nothing better than Winter Olympics. There's nothing better than curling. Man. I'm sorry,
man.
Yeah, I still got to get up to Charlotte too, and I got to do something with that. Anna's dad told me he and his wife are involved in that, and he's like, y'all got to come up and give it a shot,
dude.
But
when you
it's so hard to get the slot. You
got to really let's try to set something up this year.
Yeah, we need to. We definitely need to.
Donnie, you've got a guy.
I've got a guy, Mr. DiTomaso.
So by the way, all caps book absolutely on the Seattle Trident. See you on your comments on Instagram Live, baby. Lynn Smith, the racing downhill, chasing a giant wheel of cheese. Yes. By the way, did you guys see who won that on the college one? An NC State girl.
Really?
2 years in a row. So it was all over ESPN and everything. So I love the ESPN the Ocho when they show all these like crazy sports. It's amazing. You know what I mean? Because like I'll watch anything. As my wife, she'll tell you, like I'll watch anything. If there's competitive dry painting, I'll probably watch that too.
Yeah.
Didn't they have one that was like not necessarily like high dive, but it was basically they would run off a huge plank and jump off and do these like weird like twists, and it's kind of like high dive, but it wasn't on.
Oh, that's called death diving.
Yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed watching
that. That is insane. Those people are nuts.
Yeah, that's insanity. That's a little too much. They also do that Red Bull diving, like where all the countries that were just watching it, like on Sunday on ESPN. Dude, they're no joke. I mean, these competitive divers, man, they are insane. And Zach says college softball is great, nothing but titles. Boomer Sooner. Wow. Shots fired on Eric. Just saying. Boomer Sooner. What do you have to say about that, Eric?
I don't have anything to say. I'm not anybody that's Oklahoma State or anything like that. So my wife is. I'm not.
I was about to say you better be careful with that one.
Or just yeah.
You think I'm worried about her?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
I'm worried about my wife because she's 5'1".
I don't even know where she went. I don't even see her anymore.
Y'all see how little she is compared to me, and I'm still scared of my wife.
He's big talker when she's not around.
Yeah, as you see how he's just looking back, right?
I was like,
right. I don't know where she went.
Yeah, he goes. Yeah,
there she is.
He goes. I don't care what she says.
But to whoop your ass, that's what she's about to do.
She's right there. I can see her.
And right when she comes around, he's gonna say, "Go Pokes."
Right.
No, I'm not.
He's like Key and Peele in that one skit they did. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Before I say something about my wife.
Yeah.
Anyways. That's how it goes. But yeah, man, like
I'm gonna give the NBA another try. I really am. I've not been involved in watching NBA. I haven't cared about the NBA. I follow it just, from a distance through, DP show or whatever. And I know what's going on, but I usually couldn't care less.
Dub Nation.
But
So-
I'm gonna give it another try and see.
All right. So you're gonna give the NBA a try. You already know I'm a Cavaliers fan. What's the team you're gonna follow?
I'm going back to my Hornets because I
Okay.
started following the
Charlotte
Hornets when
Hornets.
they started. I never really had an NBA team.
Yeah.
As a kid, I sort of was like a Sixers fan because of Dr. J and all that. But I
I
didn't
used to have a
stick with
Larry
them.
Johnson jersey, Hornets.
Oh, I
jersey.
still do. I do. I still have a Larry Johnson jersey.
So Donnie, when you ended your Hornets fandom, were you in a period of mourning, and then now you're going to come back, or?
Yes.
All right, next. Thank you, Ed.
The dad jokes are coming, guys.
It was
The
a
dad
very
jokes are
it was a
coming.
very Alonzo time for me to mourn too.
Oh, good on you. Okay.
All right, Ed, it's just you and I kick both of them.
You and me tonight, buddy.
Call Grandmama, because that was a great joke.
Go, grandma. Oh my god. All right, so we'll talk a little bit NBA now. We'll talk some NHL, obviously, during the sports show because obviously, I think all of us are NHL fans.
No doubt.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, out of the SEC, so you can lose in basketball to Kentucky instead of Kentucky's not going to be good this year, bro. They lost everybody. They're done. I don't think they're going to be doing anything for a while at Kentucky. So it's going to be interesting.
Well, they're always like Wildcats. Get your head in the game.
That's not a good one. We're going to have to work on that. You're going to have to work on that joke.
High School Musical. I'm bringing up a movie that most people haven't seen. So
Yeah. No.
I'm interested to see what
Wrong
happens with
demographic.
College basketball is another thing that's in transition with all the NIL portal and everything else. Your traditional powers, they're not going to still be traditional powers anymore.
Look at the NCAA football though.
Yeah. Well,
Eric, talk to me.
I don't know that that's going to continue like that either.
I don't know that I agree with what he was just saying on that. Who are you saying that's not going to be anymore?
Well, I mean, you got so much more parity, so much more guys transferring. I don't see to some extent, yes, Kansas, Duke, North Carolina, they're probably going to.
That's exactly who I'm talking, because Kansas is going to be preseason number 1 again.
Yeah,
more likely.
But it's not going to be sustainable long term. It might be right now.
But look at the NCAA tournament. Look at how it turned out to be. How it was so much, like you said, parity when it comes to like a lot of the small schools being able to make it to the far into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these teams look good on paper. We'll see how they look good on the floor.
Okay, hold on, Patrick. You realize who's the one who said that comment was Val.
Of course.
Okay, so obviously she knows what High School Musical. I have no idea what you were talking about when it comes to High School Musical.
I mean, listen, we're all in this together, okay?
Stop it.
No, I think that Donnie has a great point. I know what he's saying. Like, kind of building on his point, I think that with the turnover and rosters, I mean, you have some players, especially if there's coaching changes, you're not even going to have the same rosters anymore. I mean, like look at what happens when there's a coaching change in any collegiate sport now. Like every single top player enters the transfer portal. Every single one. Because now they have control over where they can play. Yeah. Like whereas before you would commit, and regardless of who the coach was or wasn't, you were at that school. Or if you needed to transfer, there was a huge process and you'd have to sit out a year. And quite frankly, it was too inconvenient for a lot of people to move.
And now, I don't want to hear from the coaches complaining about all these like students leaving and all that, because they're doing the same thing. They're not being held accountable when they leave, but they take all that money and they leave. So
there's no incentive for them to stay now. I mean,
what would they?
Even one that cared about the kids, they're like, well, they can leave if I leave for something else. Look at John Calipari leaving Kentucky for Arkansas. He's like,
of all places, Arkansas.
Well, I mean you saw the writing on the wall, and I kind of understand the move. And
I get it.
Yeah.
Your teams are going to be as stable as their coaches are. And that's why, to Eric's point, Kansas is solid right now because they've got a solid coach. Connecticut's is going to be the same way for a while. UConn's going to, they're going to be solid for a while. But you're going to see your Kentuckys, North Carolinas, Dukes, Ohio State. I mean, you're going to see a lot of these teams that have been your go-to basketball powers. They're going to start kind of falling to the wayside, and other teams are going to climb in. And then once they lose their coaching stability, if Hurley after a few years gets the NBA job he wants on the East Coast and bolts, Connecticut's not going to be the same. If anything happens with Self, Kansas isn't going to be the same.
Whoa, dude! It's like you were reading Shannon's mind.
Whoa.
Literally, as soon as you said Self, she literally put that on the comment. Fail Self is a cowboy.
I mean, I was going to say that Kansas has a sense of self, so that's probably why they're that. But
Look at Eric.
Oh, come on, Eric. Rock chalk. Come on, man.
Are they self-reflective?
Wait a minute. I see a little semblance of a smile.
Ed, please get both of them out of here. They're trying to play off of each other. One's asleep, one's in a bad mood. So,
what?
You heard me.
Oh my God! This is
the thing is, I see a little smile because he wants to laugh, but he doesn't want to give me any credit for being funny.
Because you're not.
Yeah,
That's too funny. That's too good.
He just bullies me.
I tell you guys, I look forward to this every night, every week. I look forward to this show.
I just get bullied by Eric Profit every week.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do.
I do. I do. Okay, I'll just go cry afterwards.
But it's an NIL with the NCAA football. It's going to be the same thing. One is rude. But I think I saw something like where Oregon, it's going full blown on NIL with their players right now.
Well, and that's going to be interesting with seeing whether or not Nike has anything to do with it.
Yeah.
So the Kansas joke was as funny as dust in the wind.
Well, talking about college football, I mean, look what's happened with Saban out at Alabama. I mean, yeah, they got a good coach, but it's not going to be the same. I mean, I don't know if he'll keep them at the top right now anyway. And then you're going to eventually see a lot of parity, more parity, and a lot more different teams, I guess, rise to the top.
I kind of like that though.
Yeah, to some extent, it is a lot better than having the same old.
Yeah, because I got tired of Alabama. I'm not gonna lie. I got exhausted with Alabama. No offense, Clemson, and even Ohio State. I was like, bro, can we have someone else that's like, give all the other teams a shot?
Right.
Thank you. Thank you. Go Tigers. I mean, come on.
Well, I mean, Clemson gave Ohio State and Oklahoma chances. They just didn't perform.
True story. So, but also at the same time, think about this. Now we got the new playoff format for college football. So
I'm looking forward to that for sure.
The 12-team playoff, that's the game changer right now.
That's gonna be.
It's nice to see. It's nice to see a little bit of a semblance of you have to earn it on the field.
Yeah.
It's almost like in the MLB playoffs where it's like you just have to do just enough to get in. You don't have to finish in the top 4 anymore. You just need to do
wild card games. I love the best out of 3 format for the wild card though. I am all in on that.
Don't get me started on Dabo, Phil.
Dabo just doesn't want to adopt the.
We've had that before. I'm not going there.
We've had that conversation. We'll wait for that conversation. We're going to parking lot that one until the fall.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, listen, it may work out for Clemson because I mean he's sticking to his guns. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. So
he's had a dab of success. So that's so.
Although he does some creepy stuff with TikTok, he should probably.
I'm with Donnie here. I'm just gonna spin because that joke was just so bad.
Yeah.
College somebody sabotaged my Wi-Fi.
We don't even. You know what? I don't want to talk about college sports needing a salary cap. I need baseball to have a salary cap and a salary bottom.
Yeah.
I will start with let's at least agree on a salary bottom for like Major League Baseball, because you got Oakland and for a long time Cleveland and the Pirates that just weren't spending money, and then they were the quadruple A for other teams.
I don't know. I'm sure you heard it if you listened to DP yesterday. They were talking about some basketball player. I don't even know who he is, that has missed like almost 2 full seasons with injuries and just signed like a new 4-year, $80 million contract. I mean, dude's getting like $20 million a year.
The salaries in the NBA are outrageous.
Stupid.
Right. I mean, you got
the super max and max contracts. I mean, Jesus.
I mean, you have guys making upwards of 50 and 60 million a year.
LeBron.
Yeah. Well, I mean, name like a top 10 player, top 10, 15 player in the league, averages about 50 or 60 a year at this point.
And there's going to be some guys like they were talking about that's going to hit 70, 80 million. You have guys eventually in a few years making $1 million a game.
Yeah. Well, like Jaylen Brown had the first $300 million contract last offseason, and then Jason Tatum just broke that one. He got
you knew Jason Tatum was going to break it.
Yeah, well, Jason Tatum got $315.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I mean, it's and we're not talking.
Does he hold the record?
Years.
Does he hold the record on an AAV, or is this just like a full
total amount of money on a contract in NBA history?
Okay.
I mean, his AAV is ridiculous. I think it's like a 5-year, $315 million contract or something like that.
Jesus,
it's unreal.
Yeah, that's just stupid.
Yeah, but I mean,
and the thing is, people are like, Dak shouldn't get 60 million. Well, why shouldn't Dak or anybody else get 60 million?
What's
These
his name?
Other guys are
Eric,
getting paid way more than that.
Got a stupid contract from the Jaguars. I mean, if he got that amount of money, why can't Dak get his?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who says you have to win a playoff game?
Neither of them have. So, I mean,
wait a minute. Did I just get a chuckle from Eric? Wow.
He wasn't even.
Wow. Look at he's smiling. Look at Eric.
I stayed out of that conversation you were having where you were talking about, and then you were also talking about Tigers too, but both the conversations you always have with our friends with his Jaguars and Tigers, I stayed out of that. I didn't say a word.
Yeah, well, because it's just good to just pile it on because it's just funny. We're talking about Mike Sellers. He's a
but
Jaguars
Patrick was
fan.
trying to back him up the other day.
I know, dude.
With what?
You're like, who? He's like,
and the only reason why Donnie backs him up is because he used to go play for Clemson. That is the only reason.
No, that had nothing to do with Sellers. Screwball was a decent pitcher. I mean,
no.
Yeah, only reason I back Trevor getting that money, you're right, is because it was at Clemson, and I'm glad to see him get paid. And the thing is, he's better than some of the others that are getting paid. I will say that.
Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is just absolutely
Daniel Jones went to the Kirk Cousins school of getting a contract. Play your heart out in a contract year and then get paid.
Bro, speaking of NFL, did you guys see that the whole AFC North is going to be on Hard Knocks?
No.
The in season. The in season.
Oh, the in season.
Oh, yeah. Are they all going to get a chance to get the final cut before we actually see it?
All of them.
Yeah. Well, because like now it's not even reality television anymore anyway, because if the team gets the final say on which version goes out, you're only going to see what they want you to see anyway.
That's why I never watched the Jets one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because it started with the Giants, right? The Giants only agreed to do it if they got final approval on what was ultimately shown on TV.
Because they know they're all bad PR.
Well, yeah, because they're going to make sure there's no bad PR out there. So if you don't get like the raw and uncut, like locker room talks and everything else, it's not really Hard Knocks anymore, is it? It's just kind of like it's kind of it's a much watered down version of it.
100%. I agree with you. But I thought it was very interesting that the whole AFC North is going to be on Hard Knocks in season. So that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because I mean, I guess that way, rather than just be one team, they can edit stuff together, little bits and pieces from 4 different teams, and make it. They may even paint some rivalries more than what they are too.
I think they want to do that because we already know the Steelers and Ravens, that's a rivalry, but then the Steelers and Browns will used to be a rivalry, or bring in the Bengals, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how that comes up.
Yep.
Oh, I find it super fascinating, honestly, to see those 4 teams.
Wouldn't you like to see baseball do something similar?
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I don't know if you could do a whole season, but if you could do,
or even do the preseason, the spring training,
that would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Why not? I'm all for that.
Can we bring back This Week in Baseball first, and then move into that?
Oh, yeah.
Loved This Week in Baseball.
I mean, that's just so many things that you could do. That's why, honestly, you know how I got into F1 and Indy? 100 Days to Indy, right? And then the Drive to Survive.
Okay.
That's how I got on Netflix. That's how I got into the sport, because they showed you everything, dude. Yeah. You know what I mean? They showed everything. So, I don't know. Look at him. He's so mad.
No, they keep giving my kid trash, and he's trying to go over the trash cans like 5 feet in the air, so he can't just set it in there. He has to try to throw it in there, but he just keeps going back with another piece of trash. I'm like, why do you keep giving him trash to go throw in the trash can when he can't even get it in there?
You let him know.
Question, though, about NFL, since we were talking a little bit about it. Do you guys see Joe Burrow's comments about the season length? So he basically said that he thinks they should go to an 18-week season, have 2 bye weeks, do an all-star game, the Pro Bowl in the middle of the season, kind of like the NBA and MLB, and then that way it pushes the playoffs back, where Super Bowl Sunday is the Sunday before President's Day, so then most people are off the next day. And then that way you can have your normal Super Bowl and actually party and not have to go to work the next day.
I think the NFL is pushing towards that anyway, regardless of all that other stuff.
I think the 18 season game is coming.
Joe knows.
There's no way they're going to do any kind of all-star thing in the middle of the season.
There's no. Unless they do it like they did this year, which was like the flag football and all that. Then at that point,
they're not going
to think about it.
They're not going to get anybody back into it if they continue to have it at the end of the season.
Although the Pro Bowl, no one cares about anymore, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's why they're trying to do something different.
Yeah, it's just that annoying game that happened the week before the Super Bowl
that no one cares about.
Right.
Yeah.
Although, like I said, the flag football, that's a cool little twist on it.
Teams can't even have any representatives in it.
Right.
They have to get ready for theirs. So it's like,
and people that were just out of the playoffs too probably won't either. In a lot of cases, if they just played days before, they're not going to go. Most of them are not going to go straight there to play in the Pro Bowl.
Most of those guys are like, I'm tired, I'm done. Yeah.
Phil, do you actually want cameras to follow me and these guys around 24/7?
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
I'd watch one with Patrick. I'd watch his cameras.
You definitely do not want that.
No, you don't. I promise. That's the most boring TV you'll ever watch.
Although we got to give you your props, man. You were on the radio, for your job and everything. That was pretty cool, man. You handle yourself like a champ, bro.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep, you did a very good job with that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You were all right. You could have been better.
I'd expect nothing. I'd expect nothing less.
Name the players, all pro, and skip the pro ball game altogether.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, most people are only going to worry about the all pro anyway because they can throw it on their resume for their next contract.
Well, yeah, I'm with you, but I think, like I said, I'm a fan of the flag football format.
Yeah, the only way you're going to get people back to the Pro Bowl is if you permanently put it back in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Honestly, because I hate to say it, no offense to Floridians. I was born there, but just throwing it in Florida every year ain't going to do it.
Florida or Arizona.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Hawaii
or Dallas,
Vegas.
Yeah. Listen, I'm all for it. Put it in the frozen tundra and let their
The
freeze their
frozen-
asses doing the
frozen
All-Star. You know what I mean?
tundra of Lambeau Field.
And I love that they use money as a reason why they don't do that. Like, really?
Yeah.
Like, y'all make more money than you know what you do with.
Dude,
You
they're
got a
their own
commissioner that
printing
gets
machine.
paid
So
an insane amount of money by each team. So it's like he's getting a quarterback contract.
I saw a chart. Speaking of NFL, I saw a chart of like the total worth of all the NFL owners, and everyone was above $1 billion except for two organizations. There's Mike Brown, who is at 900 million, and then of course there's the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, but the Green Bay Pack. I don't know if they're anymore, but they were owned by the city, by the people,
they still
by
are.
the fans. Okay.
Yeah.
They still are. I mean, their net worth, they don't really have a net worth because it's not a person or a consortium. It's a, it's a community that owns it. So, so I thought that was interesting. And that Mike Brown from the Bengals is like 900 million. And so I was like,
just give it about another year or two, because that team is doing great. And then, the value of that team is going to go up.
Yeah, if Mike Brown goes above $1 billion net worth, he's he better spell Burrow Burreaux. That's why, Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
that just happened, didn't it?
Yes, sir, it did. Go Tigers.
That just happened. We're just gonna ignore
GEAUX. Go Tigers.
Anywho,
so I don't know if y'all watched, or we're not really watched, but y'all saw any of the info about the CPL All-Star game up in Forest City the last couple of days. It really makes me wish that the minor leagues had their own All-Star game.
I agree.
I see all these kids from all these different CPL teams together. It's like why do we not have that?
I agree.
I blame Rob Manfred. I wish I could blame Gary Bettman, but I had to blame Rob Manfred.
Because you could move it around to a different city, which they did. You move around a different city in the league, and every year it's like an event.
The AAA do Pacific against the International, meet at a neutral location, and then go at it. Same with AA, and same with the single A.
They need to have, like you're saying, Ed. But I want to play some Southern League teams or some Carolina League, like AA, other than just the Texas League.
So, but that's what I'm saying. Like, and you don't have to do the same thing every year, right? Like the same league. So you can switch to leagues, like in single A and AA, right? You can switch them up so that way it's not, the same. You can do that. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, that's a good question. Start, bench, cut, pre-game giveaways, between inning contests, post game fireworks.
That's easy.
All right, what's your start? I want to hear your start.
Giveaways.
Okay.
Yep. I agree. I'm the same.
Okay. We agree on that one. Okay. Bench.
Fireworks.
Fireworks. Yep. And then we're cutting in between inning contests.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. See?
I agree.
There you go, Phil. There you go, buddy. I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? I think all of us agree on that one, right? So we're going to start giveaways.
I think most people are going to go with that.
Yeah.
I think there might be some switching between the fireworks and the giveaways, right?
Yeah.
Florida State League versus California League. Also for you. But that's what I'm saying, Lynn. Why not?
Yeah.
Brings things like that back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You could take
Skills
different low
contests.
A
Oh my
leagues,
God.
different high A leagues, kind of stuff like that.
Do you remember when MLB used to do the skills contest during the All-Star game?
Yeah.
My God. The catchers used to throw to I think it was like a bucket at second base, oh, come on, dude. That's like, Phil agrees with us on the start, bench, cut. There it is.
Yep. Boom.
So, yeah.
Talk about a haul that Phil got. Did y'all see Phil's haul from his trip?
Jesus.
It was impressive.
That was very impressive.
He basically did almost the same thing that Mapping the Path did. Not quite as, I think it's like a game short and not quite the same number of days because he spent like 3-4 days in Vegas, but it's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
But
got
you-
lucky at Vegas, man. He had Chef G, and
But for him to drive all the way out there, that's why I said, you like driving? He's like, yeah, I can catch up on podcasts.
I don't know, man.
I
I'm
don't,
with it.
I don't have that many podcasts that I like that I could go the whole time with podcasts.
I wouldn't mind the driving. I like driving. I'd prefer to drive than fly for
From
something
South
like that.
From
But
South Carolina to California?
Sure.
Okay, so I would do something like that, but if it was like with a bunch of buddies, you know what I mean? Like we rent one of those RVs and just drive there. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Mrs. Influencer and I went out, like one of our first trips. We drove all the way out to LA from Wichita, and then drove back from Oakland. Did not like that one bit.
Why were you worried? You slept the whole time.
That is
I was like,
correct.
she does the driving.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Just
like, why are
riding.
you worried? I was gonna say, why are you worried about a road trip? All you do is sleep.
Not that one. That one we switched.
That one I
was
only
so
slept
long.
3/4 of the time.
Like, let me ask you
I
that.
just love getting on the road and driving for a vacation. I really do.
Are you like a super early in the morning? 3, 4
It
o'clock in the
depends on-
morning. Let's go.
It would not necessarily. It depends on where we're going and when we want to get there. I don't
No,
have
I'm all
to.
about-
I can, but I don't have to.
I'm
I'm
all
like
about,
a 6 or 7 o'clock maybe.
No.
I'm not necessarily 4 o'clock in the morning.
with my family. It is best if we leave around that time because they're still sleeping and I'm at peace and I'm
And-
driving and I can just go.
And that's how my family was growing up. We'd leave at like 3:30 or 4 in the morning to go leave for a long trip. And then by the late morning, we were well on our way to where we needed to go.
That's
So,
what by late morning you're happy, you're almost there.
yeah. You can
make
still
a
enjoy
quick
part of the
stop.
day. Yeah, you can enjoy part of the day wherever you're going.
That's just Dad trying to minimize the craziness around him.
Yep.
That's all
Yep.
that is.
Well, yeah,
Well,
that's what I'm
yeah.
trying to do.
Yeah, well, that's what
Yeah.
Dad did. That's what Dad did with his 3 kids. Is
I'm one
you
of 4, bro. I get it.
Yeah.
yeah, like we'd have my little sister who was asleep in the back seat. I'd be asleep or I'd kind of be the one that was up. The other one should be asleep, and I was like, I've got to be the one that's kind of up, like keeping the conversation going.
Yep. Oh, I know.
I've got one of my friends, long-term friends, his family's from Minot, North Dakota, and they would always do a trip. His dad, they had one of those Chevy custom vans,
Yeah.
and him and his brother, mom and dad, they go 36 hours straight. Mom
Yep.
and dad kept trading off.
Yep.
That's nuts. I wouldn't do that. That's nuts, but I'd prefer to drive and see the world a little bit.
Yeah.
Our,
Donnie drive all 36 hours.
our Texas trip, she's taking her best friend with her, so they'll probably drive back and forth. So I'll just sleep the whole time on that one for sure.
Oh, yeah.
But
go ahead.
The mistake that we made, this was 9 years ago, so we were in our 20s. The mistake we made, so on our trip, we were in San Diego, went to the Padres game that evening, and we didn't have anywhere to stay that night, so we drove 7 hours through the night up to Oakland, up the coast. There was one point she woke up and there was just like this white haze as we were getting close to Oakland, and she just woke up and looked around and was startled, like she thought she was in heaven or something. It was just the weirdest looking.
Did we just make our exit and go straight for heaven?
Are we in heaven? No, honey, we're just in Oakland.
Yeah, but that was kind of the worst mistake that we had made, that we didn't stop anywhere after that. We just drove straight 7 hours after the game, got to Oakland, and then went to the Royals A's game in Oakland.
Man, you guys drove through the night to Oakland. You guys are ballers, man.
No,
Oh.
they weren't a thing back then 9 years ago. Sorry, that joke doesn't work.
But
then after the game,
blending eras, I can do it.
After the A's game, we drove all the way, or started to drive back, and we got so tired that we stopped at a rest stop and slept for like 2 hours, and then made the rest of the 26-ish hours drive back.
Jesus.
We drove down from San Jose to Los Angeles to take our kids and some other family down to Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
And on the drive down on the 5, going down, we saw this like up on the mountain, this like white puffy smoke of a fire getting started. And 2 days later, when we drove back to San Jose, the sky was orange. It was one of those. We saw the beginning of one of the biggest wildfires that they had that year. and it was just insane in 2 days. All of Los Angeles was just covered in black smoke, and the sky was like this eerie orange, like from another planet. And it was just wild that we saw when that started and how it like how it started and how it ended.
Jeez.
Crazy.
I don't know.
But that's what you get driving. You see stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah, you make stops and things like that. Like, I mean, my wife and I was like, we do the sense like when we're driving, it's like, listen to podcasts and things like that. That's when you like you start listening to True Crime Garage or like murder podcasts. That's when you really get going on those.
Well, and back to Phil's comment here a minute ago, you discover hidden gas station food gems.
Mm-hmm.
He said an
Like
all
walking
subs
tacos.
beef and cheese mini chimichanga.
Or
that
sushi.
sounds good. Yeah.
Oh,
Gas station sushi. I don't know about that now.
nope. You can keep that one.
The white was ash and it looked like snow, like a scene from Mario Kart. Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, but she was
Yowza.
asleep and she woke up and noticed that, and she was extremely.
I would have been
startled.
startled too. It's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yep.
When we were driving out to Chattanooga about 6 years ago, we stopped at a gas station in Mississippi, and they had some really good. I don't remember what food we got, but there was some pretty good gas station food in Mississippi.
Yep.
And
There's
the
always
second started on the Wawas or Sheets or any of this stuff because I know that's where Donnie was going. Look at him. It's like, you know
Exactly,
me,
yep.
you know where I'm going. Then.
You got that right.
Although I do gotta hit up the Buc-ee's because I know there's one down here now, but I haven't.
I still haven't been to a Buc-ee's either, Ed.
We'll be hitting those up when we go down to Texas.
There you go.
Yeah.
Buc-ee's.
You just got to come down 95, Ed. That's all.
I know. It's
Come down to
right
Florence.
Donnie took us to Buc-ee's going back to Atlanta after Rickwood.
Yeah. We saw one on the way to Birmingham. We're like, we got to stop there on the way back.
Did you go to the one in Calhoun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just east of Birmingham. Yeah.
Yep.
Bro, like how do you know these things?
Are you hungry?
Me?
Yes, I'm very hungry.
Yes.
Dinner.
I am too.
Yeah. Tell her we're all hungry.
I'm
I don't
hungry.
think Eric realizes we're listening to Shannon.
I know.
She's talking to the little one. They can
I
hear
know.
you.
And
told
we're
to
answering
get
her.
On. They're answering you. I know she just walked away.
She's like, I'm not talking to you. Bye.
I told her to get on.
Got
Where
the
you getting
best
food
cheese
from?
curds at a gas station in the middle of nowhere, Easton, Oregon.
Wow.
Gee, Phil will discover anything. Let me ask you this. Let's talk a little bit of gas and traveling now that we're into this one, right?
Yeah.
Like, what kind of snacks do you? Because I'm a snacks guy when it comes to what I mean, traveling and gas stations. I'm a snack guy. I'm a big energy drink guy, but I'm also a snack guy. Like, what is your go-to snacks? We've all been there, Shannon. We've all been there.
Chex Mix, Gardettos, beef jerky, and
Beef
then
jerky, yes.
Snyder's of Hanover, honey mustard and onion pretzel chunks.
Bro, you got your list, don't you?
I like it.
That's what we're
Muddy-
stocking up when we go on our trip here in a few weeks.
Yeah, Muddy Buddies.
I'm sorry. Come again?
For
Muddy
me and
Buddies.
Rhonda, most of the time for me and Rhonda, it's Cheez-Its and Bugles.
Cheez-Its,
some
yeah.
beef jerky.
Cheez-Its are elite.
She's got to
Just
have.
run that.
Look at
Look
her.
at that.
Rhonda knows. Mrs. Mayor knows.
She's got to have a Diet Coke. I've usually got to have a Gatorade and a Diet Mountain Dew.
We're
Mountain Dew hits so different when
It
you're on the road.
It does.
I'll probably.
I haven't had a
do
Mountain Dew in
some
years.
Sunflower seeds on my
I
trip.
the spicy
I do sunflower seeds.
I can't do
I
the
have a
seeds.
ton right now.
Sometimes it's hard in the car.
I bet you
I'll
do.
usually do I'll usually do almonds or macadamia nuts is another favorite.
Well, because you're usually driving. If you're driving,
Yeah,
when,
I'm
When
driving.
you drove me over to Greensboro, I was chewing on the seeds. It's probably a little easier because I tried doing it.
No,
on
were
my
you chewing
trip
on your
was-
Mhm. seeds when you sleep, or how was that? Like when you were dreaming about chewing seeds? I got it. Okay.
Yeah, correct.
Well, that was in between snores.
Mhm. Correct.
No, but I'm there with you though. Like sunflower seeds. That's my jam. I gotta get that cup right. You know what I mean? Just Spit on that.
Yeah.
Beef jerky, bro.
Phil-
Beef jerky all day long.
Did you? What'd you just say?
Beef jerky.
No, that's not. Never mind.
Spit on. Oh no,
Spit on that thing?
no.
What you said?
Okay,
Hey, just wait for Smacking to come out with a hawk tua.
Yeah.
I'm getting that for
Yeah.
sure. Because they have right now, they have cinnamon roll that Donnie and I got, and then they had strawberry cheesecake. So I got both of those.
A cinnamon roll, man. That's a good one.
It's good. Yeah. They sent Donnie the wrong ones, but I got the correct ones, and then they just resent them to everybody. So I got double the packs of the cinnamon roll flavor.
Hey, you're like, I don't care. I'm fine with it.
They're good. Really good.
Yep.
Yeah. So wait a second. So Donnie got everyone that ordered that thing like double the shipment of cinnamon roll
Yeah,
seeds?
it was all Donnie because he has a sunflower seed guy.
Yeah. Dang, Donnie, you got a seed guy?
When they sent me the wrong one, I emailed twice. I emailed 2 different email accounts. Like, wait a minute, this is the wrong thing. And then all of a sudden, it's like I don't know if I was the whistleblower or if I was just part of it.
You were.
They're like, but we had a big mistake. We're just gonna reship everybody that ordered it the correct thing, even if they got the correct thing to start with.
So the story that I was told was you had like a Zoom call with them and you said, "Do you know who the flip I am?"
You better send me my snacks real quick.
Yeah, or else I'm gonna hawk Tua.
Speaking of these people, they have it where if you send out a special link, you can earn money back. So we could have them technically be the sponsor of our show.
That is true. We can do that. We can do that with a couple of people, with a couple of companies. So maybe we should take a look at that. Zach, dad tax is a real thing. I am proud of you because I started doing dad tax with my daughter.
Yep.
And I love that sticker. So a sticker on a minivan that read, "I'm not drunk. I'm passing out snacks and whooping ass." Hashtag mom life. That's a true story. My dad used to do that thing, where
That's fair.
he just go back, just started swinging. Donnie, did you do that as a young dad?
Yep.
Do the someone's getting hit.
Yeah, they're just like reaching back there. You don't care who or how or what you hit.
Someone is going to pay that.
Someone's getting it.
Yeah. By the way, does anyone else feel a level of comfort knowing that that Eric's telling the umpires on the field whether it's fair or foul? I mean, thank God he's there to make sure that
Bro, we're
everything's
playing.
good.
Get this, we're playing 15U, right? We have one ump, and he's behind the mound. Get behind the plate. What are we doing? Or pay for a second ump.
So he's calling balls and strikes from behind the mound.
Yes.
Thank goodness Eric Prop is there, man.
That's not.
I'm literally sitting right behind the plate, so I can see a lot better than he can. So yes, I'm going to call these. It annoys me so much. We're paying for them to play in this league, and they have one ump, and they're not even behind the plate. Get behind the plate.
Let him know. Let him know.
Back there.
I think you need to buy some umpire gear, and the next time you just walk out there like you're the second umpire and don't say anything, just do it.
Well, I could do better than they can. I know that for sure.
There you go.
You should do it. You should do it and then wear a GoPro.
On the Tuesday show.
Yeah,
Right.
get some content. That'd be awesome.
You put the headset on and everything.
Yeah, in between
No,
each
that's
pitch, he goes,
outside.
"Yeah, this kid's a bum," and then balls and strikes.
Oh, bro, my dad used to do that all the time. You ever threaten to turn the
Yeah.
car around and head home, even though
Yeah.
you're 1,000 miles away
Yeah.
from home?
Hey, my favorite
Yeah.
line, and my kids would roll their eyes at me every time. They're like, "Where are we going?" I'm like, "Wherever this road goes."
Bro,
I don't know where we're going. This
Let
road's
him do
moving.
it. Shannon, make the guy do it.
Yes,
Let
Shannon.
him come.
Yes.
So Donnie, so did you guys ever have this as kids or with your own kids? Like you get home from a trip and you're supposed to clean out the car, or the kids are supposed to clean out the car. One time, we left it until the next day, and my mom absolutely flipped. And then she started throwing things out of the car because she was so angry that we didn't clean out the car the next, the day when she asked us to. She says to this day that never happened, but it did. And and then as kids, we're scared. So we're running and taking stuff into the house from the car, and we're trying to escape mom. And it's because she was not having it. It was you had the nerve to not do what I asked you to do. Getting home from a long trip.
He tried. He tried
No.
to call our guy out at the
It really did
plate,
happen, Eric. I
and
promise
he
you.
dropped the ball. No, but speaking of which, you should have your mom tell Shannon to do that because she doesn't clean up anything from a trip. Her suitcase is full for like a month or two. I basically, as soon as I get home, I clean everything out.
That's what we do here.
That's what I
As soon
do.
as we get home,
That's
we
what I
empty
do.
out. We
I'm
empty it
kind of
out.
half and half. Yeah.
No, we empty it out.
I don't know that gear she's talking about fits my 15-year-old. It's not going to fit me.
Bro, it doesn't matter.
Just
Doesn't
have
matter.
have little, like, it doesn't fit and just walk out there.
You just walk out there.
No, just get a T-shirt that says "I'm the ump."
I was like, no, you should be like, and then you go to the umpires like, look at me. I'm the captain now. Okay.
I'm the ump now.
I'm going to do this. You go back there and you call the, say for all of that. I'll back there. I got this at home plate.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even need the gear. He's just like, "I'm the ump."
As a matter of fact, we're going to live stream this tonight. What's your name? What's your handle? So that way they know who you are.
Yeah, just have on there, "I'm the ump," the influencer. The thing is, he's gonna need a whole shirt with just all his Instagram handles.
This umpire has been sponsored by the Corporate Media Network.
It just needs to say ump on the chest. It's
There's
a
only going
blue.
to be 7. That's the max number of Instagram accounts you can have is 7. You can't have any more.
How many
than
do you
that.
have? Like 6?
7. That's why I can't have any more.
He's maxed out.
But he knows that because he had 7 of them.
Yeah, well, I said because you've got your ePro account, you've got the mini helmets account, you've got your Christmas account.
And he's earned fun average account.
Earn fun average,
and then you've got one for work too, don't you? Like with the work friend, or is that the Christmas one?
That's the 12 beers at Christmas.
The 12.
I'm sorry, you got a Christmas one?
Yeah. Is that the one with the? Is that the one with the
You didn't
socks?
hear this story?
Is that the one with
Okay,
the
no.
socks?
So I have a separate one for my socks.
Okay.
He talked about this
I'm
at the
getting
Grit's
close.
house.
I'm getting close.
He told us this
So,
at the
okay.
Grit's house, Ed.
Yeah. So my buddy and I from work, we've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now. So we call it 12 beers of Christmas. So what we'll do is we'll both go to the liquor store and we'll get 6 beers each and double them. And then he'll get 6 and double. And then we just, from December 13th to December 24th or whatever, the 12 days leading up to Christmas Eve. And we'll wrap them with like gift wrap. And we'll put on there like the percentage. So in case it's like a 12%, we're not chugging it. But we have rules like rule number 1, no IPA. Rule number 2, no IPA. Rule number 7, no IPA. But we know what each other likes. And we've never gotten the same one before. We go to the same store and we've never gotten the same one. But basically we drink them blind. I know which ones I'm having on the odd days. He knows which one he's having on the even days. But then I don't know the other days. And we just drink them blind. But we've been doing it. It's called the 12 Beers of Christmas, and we have an Instagram for that.
I gotta follow this. This is amazing.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's proside_beers.
Okay, and what about this one? What is that? What is that with the socks?
So I collect fun socks. Like I have like a lot of the Wind Surge socks and Green Bay socks. And
bro, I got
Notre
a Scooby Doo socks.
Yeah,
I got a ton of socks.
I got a ton of socks too.
80 pairs or so. And so I just take a picture of all of them, and I have an Instagram. So I know, like, if somebody gets me socks, they'll know which pair I have.
This is amazing.
Yeah. What's the beer one again?
Proside, PROSIDE_beers. So pro for profit. His nickname is B-side, so side, so proside_beers.
There it is. There it is.
So, like, if you look at it, the first one is wrapped, but then if you swipe through, you're following me. Thanks. You'll see like what they are afterwards.
That's
following
amazing.
Yeah, so we do it every year.
Yeah.
Although we didn't do it in 2022 because I was sick and he was busy. I forgot with something, so we didn't do it one year. But every other year we've done it.
Yeah.
And so
I need you to send me all 7 of your handles to make sure I'm following all 7.
Dude, that's amazing.
Okay.
I like the socks one because now that I'm going to be going out in the field and everything, I get to wear socks again, right? You know, I got a Jobu sock. You know, I got a bunch of Star Wars ones. Where's Waldo?
Now, I get everybody's starting to follow that now. But yeah, come December, look out for it because it'll be here. But yeah, my socks is E-Rock, E-R-O-C-K-S, and then socks, E-Rocks socks.
And isn't your helmet one E-Rock's helmets?
Yeah, E-Rock's helmet. So E-Rock is my nickname.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
already
E-Rock's
following
I'm
your
already
socks.
following the
Okay.
helmets one.
Yeah, and I'm already following your socks one too.
Look at Patrick. He's such a nice guy.
Look at that.
Yeah, I get bullied for like an hour and a half, but yet I still follow all your dang.
Dude, you
your
got
dang
all of the
account.
Ninja Turtle socks?
Yeah, my buddy got them for me for Christmas. The
Those are
Stance,
BA,
Stance
man.
is
Those
like
are
the
BA.
best brand. Stance are expensive, but they're the best sock brands.
Bro, Stance is the shit.
Stance has good
Dude,
socks.
they're so expensive though.
They
They
are.
are expensive.
That's what
I used
the
to buy
MLB
Stance from
wears
Ross.
are Stance, but they don't really have much MLB on their site anymore.
No.
Oh, bro, you got the Wild Thing one?
Yeah, there's two of them. So there's one that says "Give him the heater, Ricky," and then one that just looks like a jersey. And the jersey has 99 on there. And those are two of my favorite, the two major league ones
This is amazing.
Wait a
with
minute.
Rick Wild Thing on.
Wait a minute. You got fruit.
Give
You
him
have
the
fruit.
heater, Ricky.
You have Fruit Loop socks. Let's go.
Correct.
So you
I
only
eat
post
Fruit Loops.
them
wow.
when you get them.
Well, yeah, right.
Okay. So you don't post them like what you wear in a day each day or something.
No,
Yeah,
I
okay.
wear all of those every day at work. I rotate. So my friend that I do the beer one with, he has probably 800 socks. So he's the Patrick of sock collecting. As far as the Patrick and the hats, he has roughly 800, and he has an Instagram of his as well. But he got me started on it. But no, I don't. It's not when I wear them. It's just when I get a new pair, then I'll just post them on there. But I wear those every day to work.
That's the thing. I'm excited for that because now I wear polos for work now. My regular pants, and I can wear crazy socks like that. I got Scooby Doo ones. I got Star Wars. I'm a massive Star Wars fan, so I got a bunch of Star Wars ones. Christmas stuff. Oh, I cannot wait.
Yeah.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
I need to start wearing mine and posting them because I've got a ton of socks. But I normally just for work just put on like gray or black socks because I got like work
boots.
shoes or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
see,
might
I
have
don't
to
go
start
out
wearing
in
some
the
of
field
them.
like that, like kind of like you do. So I'm usually in the office, so I can easily wear those. Did you get Shannon's question? What's your stance on stance, Patrick?
What's your stance on stance? I like that. I just saw that now.
I bought Portland Sea Dog socks last month.
My
See,
stance is that was a really good pun.
See that I kind of like the socks, and then I lately started getting into Legos. I told you it was like so. I got a lot of Lego, sorry, not Legos, Lego, right?
Yeah.
All over the house. I'm like, oof,
Are you ever going to let go of that?
no, ever.
What Lynn was saying there, if I wouldn't have so many other things that I buy at the ballpark, I should like do a bunch of MILB socks.
See, I've thought about that too, but some of them are a little expensive.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
Which I shouldn't say that because the hats are probably no more expensive than a hat. So
I have like three or four pairs of windsurge socks.
I've got 2 or 3 pair of
we
Firefly
already
ones.
agreed that we cannot spend so much money when we go to baseball games, right? We agreed that it was going to be pins at the games, and then
Wow.
That's why I don't really do the socks.
Well, the thing is, if you just go to the store and like most of us can just go to the store and start our MLB collection of socks when we get White Sox, or Red Sox, whatever it might be.
Just stop now.
Is that
Please stop.
game over? Did you guys win?
Yes,
What was the score?
an extra 9-8. 9-8. By the way, big news here that the Wander Franco has been formally charged with sexual abuse and sexual exploitation against a minor. Did you guys hear that?
No, wow.
No.
Yeah, formally charged in that. But here's the thing, though. There's another one, and I don't know. This is from 3 hours ago. But this is the 20-minute one. That's the most one. That he was in limbo for a while because they were not, they weren't putting the charges in, right? So he's in legal limbo after deadline to present the formal charges was missed, and there's a path for charges to be dismissed potentially. But then now that Jeff Passan, if Jeff Passan puts it, it's you know,
He's like the Shefty of baseball.
right, exactly. So, you know, the Dominican Republic has formally charged Wander Franco with sexual abuse and sexual exploitation against a minor. Talk about someone who just absolutely just destroyed his career.
Oof.
So,
Wow.
anyways, guys, it's already 10:20. We've been here a while. It's what happens when you're having fun, boys.
Yep.
So I'll start with Patrick. What you got going on this week, my friend?
Tomorrow we on the MILB Head History Series, we're going back to the Cape Cod League, and we're showcasing the Yarmouth Dennis Red Sox. So
Okay.
or the YD Red Sox, depending on how you want to say it. But shout out to them, because that was one of 3 teams that I was missing as far as Cape Cod League hats, and they had someone finally reach out to me, and we got a deal done. So I was really happy with that. I've not been successful with Chatham or with Wareham, but that's neither here nor there. So
You have a guy?
I know, right?
huh?
You have a guy?
No, I'm not Donnie. I don't have a guy. I
You
just
have a
get
guy.
lucky
He
every
has
once in a while.
guys.
We got a deal done. I'm the hat guy. I'm the prospector.
By the way, Instagram just was eavesdropping. Rock'em Socks just appeared on my search on Instagram. Just want you guys to know that.
Yeah, not a huge fan of their brands. There's some brands that the sock quality is not the best.
Yeah, but the fact that they were, listening. Hey, by the way, your Yankees are doing really good, Donnie.
Let's not talk about that.
We're not going to.
Yeah,
We'll talk about it
let's
next.
do that. What's the score?
They're doing what they do before the All-Star break. It seems like every year, which is just tank.
They're playing Blue Jays baseball.
They lost to the Tampa Bay Rays 5-3. So now they're 3 games back. Only 3 games because also Baltimore lost.
See, I couldn't even wear my Boston Sucks t-shirt all weekend.
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. Only for 1 game you could. Only for 1 game.
I know, and then it was too late.
Exactly. So,
Yeah.
Hey, Eric, what you got going on this week, my friend?
So tomorrow, Earn Fun Average, Donnie and I, what was that, about a month ago, went down to Birmingham. And so we actually have the guy in green is on. He's Donnie is our guest tomorrow. So we're live from Birmingham. We went to a brewery. We went to the Negro Southern Leagues Museum. We went in the parking lot. We did a segment from home. We did a couple at the stadium. And so it's just little segments throughout the day of our trip at Birmingham.
I'm sure that was fun to put together.
That was
It actually wasn't too
Yeah.
bad. I had most of it put together pretty quickly, but then we didn't have trivia ready, so we had to wait till we got back home and then re-recorded, or not re-recorded, but added that segment with the trivia. But yeah, so tomorrow,
I hope I did good.
Earn Fun Average.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Yeah, Donnie, you have an
I
interview
got the goose
guy?
egg, baby.
Donnie, you have an interview guy?
You got one.
I've got
I
every
did
kind of
get
guy.
one. I was trying really hard to not get it right, but then I got it right by mistake. Mayor, what's up with you, man? What you got going on this week, my friend?
Just nothing really. I mean, there's no baseball for me right now this week. I was hoping to go to the Blowfish game Thursday night, but I've got to work Thursday night, so I'm not going to be able to catch the game and still be able to get down to Florence because I got to work down in Florence. But Saturday, Rhonda and I are doing Sticks and Foreigner concert, non-baseball related, but that's kind of the only thing we got going on this week.
Nice.
And then I'm hoping next week to catch a Blowfish game or 2. They're kind of spread out right now, but I was going to show you guys my other jersey that I got when I was here, or when Virgil was here. So like I showed you the one I'm wearing tonight that I picked up in Florence, if everybody didn't see it earlier. Whenever went to Blowfish game, picked up this one.
Nice. The
I like
Brewfish.
that.
The
Brewfish.
Brewfish.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every Thursday, they're playing as the Brewfish.
Smart.
So I picked that up. In fact, I was hoping I didn't buy one. They had a a
Tuesdays, you
pre-order.
should play us the fish tacos.
That's pretty good. They had a pre-order, which I wasn't going to do because I wanted to get one of the auctioned game-worn jerseys. And then when we went to the game, they had some of these at the stand that were extras, and that was the last one in the size that I could wear. And the team said they're not going to auction off the player jerseys this year. So, boom, I bought it. I'm like, I got to get one.
Yeah. I'm telling you, blowfish tacos.
That would be awesome to have that at the game.
You let them know.
I
And
will.
the Dad Hat thought about that one. As long as they can send me some free gear, they're free to use it.
I'll let them know.
Speaking of jerseys, the one night that we need him to go to Asheville to get us the Teddy tourist
Oh,
jersey,
right.
he's like, "Oh, I have a concert."
Yep.
Stay
I
fair,
would-
stay fair.
If I didn't have that concert Saturday, I'd drive to Asheville.
Yeah, I bet. So,
Zach
Dad Hat
just came in to
Chronicles,
pinch him.
the podcast
See?
this week. Is
Now,
How is that not there?
yeah, how's
I don't
that not
know.
there? He can't see because he's behind the mounds. It was over the bag.
let them know. Go get your gear in the basement. Go get your gear.
That's right.
Yelling at
Get-
me first, so I had to jump in.
Yeah.
Zach
Get your
just
new
came in to pinch run.
official Earn Fun Average T-shirt that was just released in the store. I'm the ump.
That's right.
I'm the captain now.
I'm no average ump. There we go. I'm no average ump.
All right, so guys, on the Dad Hat Chronicles this week, there was no episode just because of like I was so busy this weekend and at work. It's just too much going on. So on Monday, we will have a great episode, part 1 episode. It's going to be amazing. You guys are going to love that one.
Ed, we're not worried about it. We know we're in good hands. So I mean,
Sure.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
good. That's good.
His jokes have progressed.
Yeah.
Done
Oh.
with that. Good night.
Yeah. So, but next week we'll have that one. You guys are gonna love it. Val and I, we had a great interview with. I can't tell you. You guys are gonna love it.
You
and we
notice
did
Patrick,
get-
Ed keeps doing this.
I know.
bro, you're not gonna believe who we have next week, bro.
It's team training. He's learning his new job training. Get hands together.
Just do it.
No, it won't work now.
They took it away. Anyways.
Good. He doesn't need that.
All right, guys. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll be back next week at Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. All these 4 knuckleheads will be here. So thank you again. Yeah, we will see you guys next week. What's the last one?
Oh, yeah.
Florence for hire. Up for hire. There it is.
Freelance ump for hire. There you go.
There you go. All right, guys. Well, hey, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.